Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 7 of our Resilient Strategies YouTube channel, weekly update. So we're at an interesting point right now where we've just gone through the holiday season, the Christmas season here in North America. It was interesting to see the numbers sort of flatline just before Christmas, and then just after Christmas, they started going back up again. I'm going to share some quick numbers for the channel for this week. I don't know if you can see this. Hopefully you can, but everything. So here's the thing. Everything is still going in the right direction. All of the numbers are going up. I've got, new subscribers every week. The views are going up. Everything is going up, but week over week, they're not going up, which just simply means that we had a big push in November with that viral short video with tons of view hours, lots of new subscribers, and lots of likes, lots of comments. But that came from a short form video. We couldn't replicate that with other videos. So I'm still trying to understand why that went viral and others did not. But what we did have as a success was one of our long form videos went over 1,000 subscribers. And so now I'm trying to look at best practices from that video and trying to double down on what worked there. Now, something else that's of interest is, although all of our numbers are trending in the right direction, I don't think that we're quite where we want to be just yet. And so I subscribed to the Think Media 5-day 1K challenge at the end of January. So that's something that we'll be looking forward to. And I got to say, I follow a lot of the Think Media channel's YouTube videos on how to build your YouTube channel. And I'm expecting this sort of to be a behind the scenes, or at least I'm looking at it as a behind the scenes look at how the team over at Think Media creates their webinars, how they create a funnel to bring people into their webinars, because their business is all about helping creators like me spend money with them to build their YouTube channel. So while I'm not spending any money with them, I'm quite happy to go through their 5-day workshops. So it's 5 days in a row. I think it's an hour a day, and they're going to be going through some very specific points. And it could be very much like the videos they've already produced. Sometimes when these companies put together these webinars, the idea is it's collectively bringing together a whole bunch of sort of individual ideas into one place so that it's easy to digest and consume. That makes it easy for consumers. Now, I've gone through this process before with Amy Porterfield and her webinar series years ago when I was first getting started on YouTube. So I've got a good sense. I keep seeing the same patterns in the sales pitch, in the sales funnel that these companies are creating. But I'm always happy to go through and see if I'm wrong, see if they've added something new. So I'm kind of going into this 5-day challenge with sort of one eye on what's behind the curtain. What's the business behind what they're doing here right now? That's always a good opportunity to learn from pros in the industry who are building their business on YouTube, and not just in the sense that they're creating good content. They're creating a sales funnel with people who are in the market for their products, and they're upselling them on different things. I could have bought a VIP experience. I could have bought the digital starter kit. All of these things, it's a simple transaction of money. And I'm sure there's lots of good value in there, but I've watched enough videos. I understand marketing to the point where I know what they're doing. And I believe I'm already on that right path. So I don't have to go buy that information where it's organized. And I'm quite sure that during the webinar series, they're going to be doing upselling the entire time. But again, it's good to go through that just to see if that's actually what they're going to do, or if they're actually there to give value. So I'll update you at the end of or the beginning of February after I've gone through that 5-day course. But some of the good things in there, and I'm not trying to paint that as a bad sort of a bad scenario. There's a lot of good information out there, and one of them is get hyper focused on who your target customer is. The analytics, and let me just stop sharing this screen. I'm going to share a different screen with you. Give me one sec here. Channel analytics. Yep, here we go. Share. So if I go into the channel analytics for my channel, if I look at videos, what I can see is that my channel, just as it's been since day one, is still a male-dominated channel. 98.5% of all of my subscribers and people who watch my videos are men between the ages of 25 and 55 years of age, predominantly right in the middle there between, say, 35 and 55. So that tells me who my target audience is. So one of the things I've done for my channel, let me see if this can, let's just view my channel here and see if that pops up. And it doesn't pop up. It doesn't pop up. I'm gonna have to share this channel a different way, because one of the things when I share channels here, when I share screens, it only shares the screen that I'm currently looking at. It doesn't allow me to share a new screen. So let's jump into that for a sec here, share. So one of the things that I've done on my channel is I've gone really specific here. I went from resilient strategies to resilient strategies for men to resilient strategies for dads. Now, that doesn't mean that there's not great advice here for men and women, but this is predominantly my perspective, my viewpoint on everything that I've experienced over the last, say, 30 years in my endurance sport career and in my professional working career, and as my experience as being a father of 2 adult kids. This is the experience that I'm bringing to the party. This is how I'm creating or navigating my channel. This is how I'm getting super focused. Now, I also know that within the YouTube community, within YouTube itself, and how, if you think about channels that are going to get monetized down the road, what are the channels that have the best chance of success? Well, those are channels that talk about personal development, channels that talk about financial growth, channels that talk about health and wellness. And these are the things, these are the topics that I talk about, right? I'm talking about building resilience in your financial resilience, building resilience strategies for your physical health and well-being, your personal relationships, your professional career. I'm touching on all of those things. So what I'm trying to do is set myself up here for the long term, the long game, where I know who my customer is. My target audience is men that are between the ages of 25 and 55. But at the same time, I know there's going to be a lot of spouses, partners who are watching this information and are going to share this with their husbands or their partners in life. They might share this with their kids. Their kids might come across this and share this with their dads. There is always this sort of intertwining secondary market that may find value in my content, but there's enough dads out there in the world who can take advantage from the information that I'm talking about, that definitely, just by sticking to dads, 25 to 55 years of age, and providing good content for them, I think I'm starting to carve out a bit of a niche. Because as I search the internet, I'm not seeing a ton of channels that have the same sort of genre or niche that I'm chasing after. I see a lot of motivational channels. I see actually not a ton of dad channels, if you want to call it that. I see a lot of dads giving advice, but I'm not here to give advice. I'm just simply here to share my experience, and then share strategies that have worked for me in specific areas of life. And I'm not here to tell anybody how to tie a tie. I'm not here to tell you how to build a desk or to build a chair or to do chair workouts if you're over 55. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to provide tips for everyday mindset. How do I build resilient strategies in my life so that I keep moving forward, you, the audience, keep moving forward towards having a healthier, happier life with less stress, more happiness. That's the undercurrent of what I'm doing. Now, what's interesting is I've also created a 30-day challenge that started 14 days ago. I wanted to go through the practice of posting at least one long-form YouTube video. And when I say long-form, it's probably between 10 and 20 minutes long. But I wanted to go through the practice of writing better titles, writing better thumbnails, and creating better content and having structure to the content, and seeing if I use the same structure, see where the audience drops off. It's, when you do this sort of testing and look at the analytics, it's not just about looking at the numbers and saying, oh, that's a nice number. It's like, okay, why are my videos dropping off at 3 minutes and 20 seconds? What's happening that the majority of viewers are dropping off? Is it something that I'm saying? Is it something how I've structured the video? These are the little nuances. And when you do a 30-day challenge, in my mind, the 30-day challenge for me is, how can I create 30 videos that are structured exactly the same in structure, and then look at the metrics and try to understand, where am I going wrong or where am I going right? And then the other side to it is, when you look at the metrics, what is moving you forward? And I love the idea that I am still moving forward every week. I'm picking up new subscribers every week. This is good. It's not happening at an accelerated pace yet, but I know I'm like one video away from doing that, from hitting that home run and getting more and more people to resonate with the channel. So without droning on, that's where we're at this week. I talked about the numbers are going up. I talked about targeting our audience to dads 55 or 25 to 55 with that dad focus. And I talked about joining the Think Media 1K challenge, because if I go through the rest of this month and let's say I get to 200 subscribers, well, that's 2 months of work to get to 200 subscribers. That's kind of not the speed or pace that I want to be going with or growing with. I believe that if I do the 1K challenge, there might be something that I'm missing that might help me to accelerate my subscriptions and reach my target audience quicker, sooner. And that's all about experimentation, learning from each other, and trying to do new things that you haven't thought of. But at the same time, I'm doing a lot of homework right now and getting a lot of good information out. So with that, I'm going to sign off for this week. Check in again next week. We'll see what I've learned, see how the progress has moved forward. If you like this channel, if you're rooting for me, please consider subscribing. If you haven't already checked out my 30-day challenge for how to develop self-motivation, please go ahead and check that out. I think there's a lot of great value in there, a lot of stories from the Ironman and from my personal life and my business career. So I think there's lots of good value there that I'm sharing. But yeah, go ahead, like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, whatever you'd like to do. Would love to engage with you. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.